Princess Angie J. exposing Michael Jackson's second twin flame, Susan, Elsa. The attempt to erase the black woman, Susan Elsa, is not the first twin flame. Learn more for free at angiej.com/bookstore, and without further ado, let's begin. Michael Jackson's twin flame revealed. Susan Elsa is not the first twin flame. She is merely the second. This is why she barely has any of Michael Jackson's internal characteristics, which is what the soul actually is. This was caused by a soul dualism split. While I am primarily the same as him internally, Susan is primarily the same as him externally. On February 6 from Quora, Susan Elsa shared one of my posts for a second time and said, quote, "Try to plagiarize my stuff and personal information with Michael or copyright, and you will see what I do. Double-faced snake. You can't harass me with your imitations, grapist." End quote. She recklessly throws the word grapist at people. Next, a question on Quora asked, can twin flames reunite while in soul energy before their physical reunion? And Susan Elsa answered with, quote, "Are you dumb? Something that is in the soul the same. You moron, only needs physical union, not spiritual. You are not a twin flame. Stay out of the discussion." End quote. Susan Elsa treats people like this when they ask for help, but kindness to those in need is a core element of Michael's soul. It's different if the question was rude or attacking her, but this question did not attack, yet this is how she behaves. From angiej.com/twin flames, yin and yang, Angie, feminine features are described as round and soft. Mikey, masculine features are described as angular and sharp. The first twin flames are black, the second twin flames are white. Susan Elsa has tried to ignore the yin energy of Michael's soul. Yin is dark, yang is light. She is not the first twin, she is second. Michael Joe Jackson looked black first and then he looked white later on, but black came first. The true twin flame, journey, appearance is not enough. We don't look much like Susan Elsa, do we? No. This was an attempt at the erasure of the black woman. Who is the true first twin flame? Susan is second. There was a point in time when Michael and I looked visibly alike, then his features became more masculine and angular and strong and sharp. His head became less round and more square. His jaw was less soft and more sharp, his nose was less wide and more narrow. When discussing the twin flame journey, people often disregard all of these details. They mention Tatiana Thumbtzen, who is speculated to represent Susan Elsa, but Ola Ray, the true first woman to be a love interest in his short films, was swept under the rug. In the discussion, the first model to ever be represented was a black woman with brown skin, not a pale woman. Pale people attempting to take claim over the destiny of black people has been a common theme. This was especially present in Michael's life, as foolish souls have always attempted to erase his deep love for the black woman from his history. These are details that add more depth to his doubles experience or soul dualism that caused him to experience things twice in both black and white or dark and light. There is Angie and Diana Ross and Ola Ray. Then there is Susie and Elizabeth Taylor and Tatiana Thumbtzen. All the firsts are dark or black, and all the seconds are light or white. These are just a few verifiable observations from his life. Susan Elsa can only heavily focus on Tatiana because she cannot relate to Ola Ray, who was actually first. Ola was visibly a black woman with brown skin and Thriller. Michael had everything in twos, both dark and light. Susan Elsa has also attempted to compare herself to Diana Ross. Diana Ross is not a pale woman, but she hasn't compared herself to Elizabeth Taylor, who was Michael's second love. Susan cannot explain anything about Michael before he was pale because she is not that first twin, and she is not black. Like Kendrick Lamar said, they're not like us. The first true twin flame is not a pale woman.